Congratulations, you've completed the first module in Bio 120. Be sure to review your materials once they're released and ask any course-related questions. I'm here to help. One of the most difficult concepts this module is the interpretation of food packaging. Although you look at food packaging regularly, you may not really know how to interpret the information as effectively as you could, but I'm here to help. Let me walk you through how to read a food label, and then I'll send you off on your own to reinforce the concepts. When looking at packaging, you'll notice there are a few distinct places where you can go to find the information. The front of the package, the nutrient facts panel, the ingredient listing. The front of the package is where the manufacturer tries to place information to draw you in, encourage you to pick up the package and then place it in your cart. Manufacturers know that consumers often read the front of the package and look no further. The U.S. government also understands this and has a set of guidelines that companies must now adhere to regarding claims on the front of the package. The government has specific definitions for nutrient content claims such as low fat, reduced sodium, light, and high in fiber. Products can also make health claims. For example, if a foodstuff meets the outlined criteria, a product can state that it can reduce the risk of heart disease. Thus, the front of the cereal boxes, dairy products, and snack foods often contain one or more of these claims to encourage you to choose their products over the competitor. What you need to do is search for, find, and read the FDA food labeling guide that can be easily found online. It will provide tables to allow you to interpret the claims that are made on those products. If we look on the other side of the package, we will notice a nutrient facts panel. Manufacturers of packaged foods are required to have the serving size, calories per serving, and nutrient breakdown. They also need to calculate the daily value percent for total fat, saturated fat, cholesterol, sodium, total carbohydrate, and dietary fiber. Often, they provide additional information about the vitamins and minerals too. With all of that information, it can be difficult to know where to begin. The first place to start is at the top of the label. Look at the serving size. How big is it? And how many servings do you have per container? For example, one serving of cornflakes is a mere 1 dry cup. Many adults consume 2 to 3 times that amount for breakfast, not realizing how much they're taking in. After you determine how many servings you want to, or just did consume, look at the calories per serving and how many of those calories come from fat. Moving further down the label, check to see if your fat lipid profile has an unhealthy fat in it, such as trans fats and saturated. We want to minimize the consumption of long-chain saturated fatty acids or any trans fats. So, if our food contains 20 grams of fat, where 10 are saturated fats and 5 are trans fats, we should be concerned about how it may impact our overall health. With respect to our health, we also want to limit cholesterol and sodium intake. But we would love to maximize the amount of dietary fiber, protein, vitamins, and minerals. Next time you're at the grocery store, use the Minimize Maximize guide to help you determine which food labels you should choose. Minimize saturated and trans fats, minimize cholesterol and sodium, maximize fiber, protein, vitamins, and minerals. Lastly, we want to look at what our food is made of. We can determine this information by looking at the ingredient list. An ingredient list is in the order by weight. The ingredient with the highest weight is listed first, and the ingredient that is least in the product is listed last. But manufacturers can be tricky. Let's take a popular sugary cereal as an example. The first 5 ingredients are whole grain oats, marshmallows, sugar, oat flour, and corn syrup. So out of the first 5 ingredients, 3 of them are sugar. Marshmallows, sugar, 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 corn syrup, sugar. It may take you a little longer at the grocery store to pick out your packaged foods if you pay attention to the labels, but it's well worth it. Best of luck with your detective work. I'm here for you as you investigate.